Oh my god, my starting soon text. Forgot it. I've confused the 0 viewers whether the stream is starting soon or not, and I must apologize for my grave error and miscalculation in this crisis. I have a mug of herbal tea. It's so nice. It's got like orange peel and stuff. I'm actually not sure what's in the tea bag, but it's citrusy, it's aromatic. It's got like a nice, pleasant, mild flavor to it. It's not naturally bitter like tea leaves in any capacity. I still put in like a teaspoon sugar-ish. My little afternoon treat. Okay, I'm ready to go. Launch every 6. Gotta stretch my gamer muscles beforehand, of course. I'm really excited to do the rest of the game. I've got plans for basically all the chapters. I gotta redo this. I failed this one yesterday, but I have a plan. I think this will be really, really easy to execute. The only thing I'm gonna change is not discard, transfer. Have a 2-use torch somewhere. And I also have this torch staff. There we go. I'm gonna save, I'm gonna go. I have a plan. So this map, a quick overview. There's fog, there's like 4 ballistas. 5 ballistas. Pegasi hiding out in the mountain ranges you can't see. Bandit reinforcements and Pegasus reinforcements. After experimenting with the chapter, my solution to all of this is I'm going to sit in this corner for 20 turns. That's an exaggeration. I am going to warp Lance onto this forest and have him fight a bunch of stuff. There's brigand spawns. This one will spawn here and come in on the forest. There's another brigand spawned here. Now I'm still going to get both villages. The brigand that spawns on this tile will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, stop there, and then on their second turn they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hit Lance. Because if they can attack, they'll always take the combat as opposed to running off to the village, which is over here. So I can camp out the brigand spawns with just Lance in the forest, and I'll camp out the Pegasi with a combination of Lance over here and Lilina up top. So I'm gonna position my units at the start of the chapter and then basically leave them there for 20 turns, and that is not an exaggeration. So Lilina on a fort has truly excellent dodge, due to her overwhelmingly high luck stat. I meant to use that goddess icon, but I could just use it next turn, no biggie. And then to get Lance in position, we need to repair the warp. I did some research. I can budget in all of my hammer uses into the warp. I had this mistaken idea that I would need to save hammer uses for 4 Blaze, because my strategy for the final the Manikeet spam chapter in True End is to fight them at range with 4 Blaze and have Lina kill them all to outpace the reinforcements and go fast, but it turns out they're kind of weak. They don't have very much res. My Lilina can kill them without 4 Blaze. I don't need to repair 4 Blaze. I can go in there with like a Fire Tome for the weaker ones. If one's actually stronger, Air Caliber dead. But she has 30 magic. She's strong. So I'm definitely gonna buy a lot of boots in 21 Secret Shop. Put a ton of boots on Elena, a ton of boots on Elfin, my dancer, and put boots on Roy. Because they're the units that beat the endgame chapters for me. Anyway, the other thing I'm doing here is training the warp over to Nime, and she's going to warp Lance for me. I can't see a tile, but we can see a tile if we just do this. We can see a tile now. think. Okay, so we have to fight Steel Sword Cavaliers first, so we're going to use the Javelin, and once we're fighting Pegasi, we'll switch to the Hand Axe. Good, that hit. And now we just pass the turn 20 times in a row. I think that is legitimately what I'm going to do here. Let's start doing it. Oh my god, I was sipping my tea, but that level up was incredible. That was speed and that was res. Lance can get hit. Here, it's a low percent chance. It's the Silver Lance Paladin. Silver Lance Paladin has like a 14% hit rate or something, or lower than that. Only 10%. He rolled really low. Now, I believe I gave Lance either a Killer Lance or a Silver Lance. I gotta use that to take out this Paladin so it doesn't get healed. Ah! It falls short! That's embarrassing. Alright. We'll finish off the Javelin guy then instead. Before he gets healed. Now, the thing that went for Lilina there is a Sleep Staff. She has 23 res, so she almost always dodges it. And I'm just going to end turn again. And again, and again, and again. No! Why does that keep hitting me? I have to restart. What was it? That was 10% displayed hit. What's the true hit of a 10% displayed? Oh, I'm tilted. Come on, I'm bringing up the true hit chart. Yeah, 10% displayed is 2.1% chance to actually hit me. Come on. I don't deserve that. Here, I'm skipping through this so I can redo this. I'm gonna do the exact same stuff. That's irritating. Did I save my... okay. Then if the Silver Lance doesn't one-round that guy, I'll bring a Killer Lance. Because that might. I can't believe I got hit there again. Lance keeps getting hit by that Paladin. It's so unlikely. That's crazy that I keep getting hit by that Paladin. I got hit by him yesterday as well. I was experimenting with the chapter. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. Okay, let's speedrun the same motions. Then I can sit back and sip my tea. Well, oh, we lost! So both times we got Lilina's speed capped during this chapter, and both times we got hit by an extremely low percent chance hit from a Paladin. I just wanted to benefit from that delicious speed cap. Now we're gonna get a crappy Lilina level up, I bet. Or something funny will happen, like Lance will miss his Javelin here. On the, this guy. Well, at least those hit. And now we go for the motions again, we let all this play out. Meanwhile, I will be drinking tea. Yeah, considerably worse level up than last time. We got screwed out of our good level ups. No big deal. Don't hit? Thank you. I like I'm playing Radiant Dawn, I'm looking at my phone instead of playing the game. It's because I've done this turn 1 too many times before. I'm not engaged in what's going on because I know what's going on. Alright. Now this time it looks like the Javelin guy got healed instead of the Paladin, so I can actually finish off the Paladin, which is very convenient. I guess swap to the, Did I kill all the Steel Sword guys? Maybe. Just in case that Javelin guy has a Steel Sword too, he does. I'm gonna have him keep his Javelin equipped by not going to a ranged weapon here. That way he'll throw a Javelin instead of using his more accurate Steel Sword. Then I can swap back to the Javelin after this. That's the second Ballista. There's gonna be another Sleep Staff on Lena as well. Okay, they're throwing Javelins, it's good. I can switch back to my Javelin so they don't Steel Sword me. Yeah, they have like no hit rates. I can't finish off either of them, it's really annoying. I'll kill the Troubadour first then. Great Ballista shot, and there's gonna be one more Sleep Staff as well. And the Sleep Staff will be used up. I could kill that guy because he was actually hurt. It wasn't his max HP. It's this one that oh. That one died too. For some reason I thought I was one off on killing those guys. Okay. So the Horse Squadron is dead. And the Pegasus Squadron up here is dead. There's still a Pegasus Squadron on this mountain. And on this mountain. There's two, so there's 10 Pegasi still there. And still a million more Ballistas. We are not going to deal with them yet. We are going to swap to the Steel Sword. We're going to wait. And we are going to hit end turn until turn 16. Yeah, I know, this is... So when I tried doing something else more aggressive, I was punished by the fact that the reinforcements threatened the units I was moving up. So it's safer to simply not move up my units, eliminate every single reinforcement using my good units, and then once that happens, I can finally move forward to tackle the rest of the map. I'm not in danger of losing the energy ring because both Brigand reinforcements are going to target onto Lance. So we are just waiting for turns 11 through 15 in which the Brigands spawn, and then 16 through 20 in which the Pegasi spawn. This is truly rare in gameplay, I'm fully aware. Those are Brigands. So yeah, as you can see, there's one Brigand that spawned here, and the other one spawned here. And right now that guy's over here. He's gonna come over here and hit me, and this guy's gonna come over and hit me. So we just need to make sure we have a Steel Sword. And can they hit me if I'm not on a forest? They can't. So I could even get closer just to make sure that the other guy comes for me, but I don't want to trigger any of these Pegasi, so I'm just gonna stay exactly where I am. I just trust that the other Brigand's close enough to hit me instead of going for the village. If not, we lose the energy ring. Okay, he is close enough, as I thought. I counted those tiles. I accidentally had my chat minimized. I was distracted, sorry about that. So, Choice Snarf. Yeah, so hit rates are lower in this, but overall the game is still harder, I'd say, because it has, like, more difficult challenges in it. in terms of like the threats and the map design. There's more use of long range magic and status stabs, for example. But also at times it's easier because like the hit rates are just so low on the enemies. So yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like this game is probably longer and harder. But on the other hand, there have been a lot of times where it's been pretty easy, like what I'm doing right now. Also, I just want to say Choice Snarf is an excellent name. I like the competitive Pokemon reference. I play Pokemon Showdown random battles. So this is turn 15, this is the last Brigand turn. After all the Brigands are taken care of, we're gonna swap to a Hand Axe. Defense? Okay. Lance is kept on speed. Now the Pegasi are going to start spawning. Where do you come from? Someone was on an adventure. I don't even know what happened there. I guess I start spawning this turn, so that was a truly mystery Pegasi. Ah no, that one just spawned, I think. Now I have 80 Avoid, I don't need Weapon Triangle. I'm swapping to the Hand Axe, because Pegasi spawn now. And I'm going to back into this corner as much as possible to make sure that those Pegasi are... Those Pegasi are going for Lance and Lilina only. And we wait 5 more turns. Favorite FE game? FE8 has a really strong sense of nostalgia for me. That's a game I grew up playing. I absolutely adore the style of FEGBA. I think the pixel art aged very well. And FE8, I feel like, feels the most complete of the GBA FE games because it just has a lot of features to it, like the world map, the split promotions. I never really played the post game, but it's just a game that has a lot of stuff in it. It feels like the least flawed of the GBA games. It is the easiest, of course, but I think it's like the most complete package. I also really like... I'm a certified Engage defender. I love Engage. I think the story is weak, but the gameplay, the music, the animation quality, and many other features make that game a strong favorite for me. I love the gameplay of Engage. Okay, I feel like there's Mystery Pegasi somewhere, but I'm hoping they come for Lilina and Lance. I'm only getting attacked from the bottom. Shouldn't there be some from the upper left? So yeah, I like FE8, I like Engage. If I were to say another FE game that I absolutely love, this one's more of a flawed one. I love FE9. The animation quality in FE9 is terrible. The game looks ugly, aged poorly, but the story of FE9 is my all-time favorite Fire Emblem story. I absolutely adore that game. I love the way it's written, the character arcs, the themes. I'm a huge FE9 story enjoyer. Yeah, no, I love Engage gameplay, I really do. I admit, I kind of skipped the end cutscenes and I relied on Emblem's rendition of what they were to know what happened. Because I didn't really feel like bothering with the whole end sequence. Like, I basically got to the point where I had Emblem Ilia, and then I was like, alright, I'm done reading the story. I had fun, it was like a Saturday morning cartoon, and now I just don't really care about the villain dialogue at the end, I'll just play the chapters. Endgame Engage is really kind of like warp skippable too, because I warped to 25. I entrap skipped 24 because 24 is single kill boss and you can entrap, and with Divine Pulse it's actually pretty easy. I did that. I always do that in Maddening. Engage had some really good objectives actually, with like multi-boss objectives and stuff that was resilient to map skipping. But by the end of the game, they ran out of bosses, so like. The last few chapters are just single kill boss chapters, and they're really cheesable. Pegasi are done spawning. We're gonna make sure they're gone by waiting a couple more turns. Okay, there's nothing moving. We can finally play the rest of the chapter. So next thing I want to do is there's a Pegasus Squadron in this mountain range, and that can be Lilina's job. Oh, hey, stray Pegasus. Where were you? Where'd you come from? Must have been the one spawning up here. It must have spawned on turn 20, like up here, and then I don't know why it's here and it didn't get here faster, but yeah. Yes, Engage needed more antagonists. It needed more variety of bosses. Strong agree. I love that game, but strong agree. But that's one of the Pegasi from the mountain range. It's not one of the reinforcement ones. That's one of the stray reinforcements. Okay, let's creep forward and keep fighting those Pegasi. Lance will be able to do the same, but let's grab this village. It's an air caliber. It's free. We'll use it. We can buy these next chapter. It's nothing special, but it saves me 500 gold. Because in the late game, I don't need those to kill wyverns because of my magic. But they're strong, they're pretty accurate, and I'm going to use these to make sure I can one-round the Manicheats in Chapter 24. I didn't buy the DLC for Engage. It's kind of all or nothing, and I don't actually want a lot of the, I don't really care about, like, stuff like the Camilla ring and stuff like that. I think I would mostly want to get, like, the Soren ring. I think that game is, like, kind of missing a magic ring, and I like Soren as a character. But a lot of the rings are from games I don't particularly care about. I don't feel strongly about Kralben, although I think it's funny that they get to share a ring together, like, you know, oh my god, they were roommates. But, I heard the Hector ring was underwhelming. And I heard there are really mixed opinions on the Xenologue. I also don't like how the Engage ring DLC takes away from the game's intended progression of giving you rings, because I think that when the first arc ends and they take away all your rings, I feel like that's really cool from a gameplay and narrative perspective, of taking away your rings and using them against you. But if you have all the DLC rings just like, oh no, anyway, and you still have a full set of rings, and that I feel like that cheapens it. That's just me though. Okay, I wasn't counting Pegasi there, so I'm going to move on to this forest to make sure that all of them came at me, because I did not count. I was thinking about Engage. We can also creep forward and start fighting Pegasi here. I think they all use lances, so if we have an axe out, it'll be pretty safe. Also, if we're on a forest, then we can bait out this ballista pretty safely. Although I might have Lilina do it, because she has more avoid than Lance. Make sure it has a 0% hit rate on me. Oh, why are you attacking me from there? I feel like these Pegasi just have mystery movements. I'm scared they're gonna just show up in the bottom left corner because they've been spawning in just truly weird angles. They should be all gone though, right? Why did one show up exactly from there on turn 26? I don't know. I'm feeling paranoid now. What's the range on this ballista? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hit. Okay. So I can be at the edge of its range and sneak my way to that forest, I think. Like, just like this, and then I'll get into ballista range and start getting shot and wear it out of shots. I'm so paranoid that a random Pegasus is gonna show up here. I'm gonna torch to be sure. Oh yeah, there's like a Veronica ring too. Like, I don't care about Fire Emblem Heroes. Okay, I lied. There is one Fire Emblem Heroes OC I care about. For reasons that are likely unexpected. I care about Fjorm. Not because I had Fjorm in Fire Emblem Heroes, but because Fjorm was a crossover character in Dragalia Lost, which was a phone game MMO light Nintendo license thing. And I had her in that game. But I didn't think of her as a Fire Emblem Heroes character. I thought of her as a Dragalia Lost character. What's with these mystery pegs? Where are they coming from? Why are they here? What? I'm so confused by the mystery behavior of these Pegasi. It's the middle of turn 27, and I found a Pegasi in the middle of this cliff. How does their AI function? Why are they doing this to me? Do you see why I'm horrified to move my units outside of spawn? Besides Roy, I have to move Roy. Yeah, Ephraim is only superficially engaged, and I think that's disappointing because the Erica ring is the twin ring, but they kind of just cut out on the twin concept to save some time. That's the ballista. I'm trying to bait out these ballistas. I want to get in range of this long ballista too. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 9, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can be in both ballista ranges from here. And then we'll try and run them all out of shots. It hurts me too, North Sea Fish, because Eliwood is my favorite of the FE7 trio. I'm like an Eliwood defender. I'm an Eliwood enjoyer. Hey, Dooming. Yeah, let's run these bad boys out of shots. There's a silent staff somewhere that never fired off because the Lena has too high res for them to be accurate. We saw it happen when we moved Sol into the middle of the map last attempt, yesterday. Yeah, Twins Ring is pretty late, but at least it's really good. Flat damage? Where did it come from? Where did you come from? Why are you here? What? Hello? Hi? You see why I was scared to move Roy to the throne without an escort? Because of this crap, these random pegs that are coming from just God knows where. The documentation I saw for the reinforcements in this chapter said that they would stop spawning on turn 20. But we keep finding random Pegasi in random locations, and it's kind of freaking me out. I'm gonna open FE Builder and check to see how the spawning events work in this chapter. Because I lost my last attempt on this map due to a random Pegasus. Yeah, I'm opening up the ROM right now, but during this enemy phase. I'm tabbing over to find this chapter. Just give me a second to open it. These are the Sake chapters, so where's Ilia? The hell is Ilia? Oh, here it is. Okay, events. That's the thing, because I have the ROM open in Builder right now, and the reinforcement events end after turn 20. So I don't know where these random pegs are showing up on like turn 30. I'm checking for area triggers, and I don't see one under the always condition tab for area triggers, unless area triggers are in a different place in a FE6 ROM specifically. But yeah, I don't know. These random pegs are stressing me out. I actually don't know where they're from. How are these ballistas going? The long ballista and the... Okay, so all the ballistas are out of shots. Let's have Alina try and, Now, I'm expecting some pegs from here. Like, we didn't finish yet. That's the 5th ballista. We can keep creeping forward. Alina on a forest is... There's the Silent Staff, so we found the Silent Staff. And here's the rest of the pegs from the lower right mountain range. These guys aren't random reinforcements, they spawned there at the beginning of the map. We just hadn't gotten close enough until now. These are the ones I was trying to discover. Oh, that guy actually had 9 hit rate. Wait, did he have a silver bow or something? A steel bow wouldn't have had a hit rate on me. Was that iron? That was not a steel bow, I can tell you that much. Oh, everything's coming for me. Inaccurate, enough weapons. Yeah, let's just keep at it. I feel like they wouldn't bother doing that because New Mystery, the Emblem, is still like relatively recent. I know it's DS era, but it's more recent than GBA stuff. I know it was JP only, but yeah. I don't even like Mystery of the Emblem that much. It's okay. It's okay. I played it. I didn't hate it. It was a Fire Emblem experience, I guess. I was trying to avoid acknowledging for Guy the Foot Fetishist from 4chan myself, but, you know. Like the name, specifically. Responding to the comment, of course. That was a tough Cavalier, you can tell because he survived a single hit from Lena. Not this guy, though. Alright, I think we just continue this Lena rampage until we're sure that we're safe. And let's move Roy towards the front of an escort, well, of Lance escort. And we just hope that we don't have any more random Pegasi moments. And that we can get there safely. I could also bring, Sight. I could also bring a story. And everyone else will just hang out in the bottom left corner and hope that nothing just randomly comes here for God knows why. And Sacrificial Bait will have Marcus. If there's any random peg, they'll come hit Marcus for a 0. Or, the Armads won't be enough. He'll need supports for that. Well, he still has Sacrificial Bait, because at least it's an X and he has some Avoid. I'll put him on the forest next turn. Okay, how's this long ballista? One more shot. Okay, so if there's any random Pegasi, hopefully they'll just hit our forward scout Marcus on the forest with the Armads. And otherwise, let's follow up. Let's bring our Thief for sight range. Melina's in this choke, so we can just drop the Thief behind. Oh yeah, no, caring for children sounds like it would take up all your time. I was actually, so I raided people in Final Fantasy who have kids, and I was asking one of them, like, oh hey, do you have new plans for the next expansion? You wanna form a group again? And he's just like, oh no, sorry, I'm having another kid. I'm like, okay, well that's more important. Please spend time with your family. Please raise your children. I think that's more important than raiding. You know, if you're a sellout. Let's use the other use of our torch here, so we can see. Iron Bow. That's pretty accurate. Iron Bow also pretty accurate. We want to player phase these with Lilina then, because outside of terrain they're gonna have a pretty high chance to hit us. We need to run in and hit them, and then one-shot them, or we just have Lance to get them at close range. Yeah, I play Final Fantasy XIV frequently. I have raid tonight. This is too far forward. Anything come hit me? Could be paranoid. I'm gonna move Lance forward like as little as possible, and then run into this guy's range and take him out. Aha! Random Pegasi. My favorite. I like him random. Even if I missed one of those shots, he wouldn't have had enough damage to actually hurt Lance. I have 16 defense. There's a random Pegasi from somewhere. Please come down onto my units. There it is. It's a bit late to do the Savage tier. The thing dooming is that, like, anyone who's good has already not only killed that boss, but they're done farming it forever, right? You might have some luck now that the tier is unlocked in PF that people are going back and grinding it, but that's like people who already have it clear and they're just grinding re-clears. A first clear this late, not that many people would be starting from fresh, so I don't know, maybe I don't know who you could play with. It's a good fight though. It's kind of hard for a second tier, but it's really fun. Okay, so I want to be inside this Iron Bow's range. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hit. Lance has enough defense that he can do it. That guy only had 16 attack. I could afford to get hit. Let's use this energy ring on Lance. Rucker has low strength, but Lance is just more important as a unit. That's just facts. I'm gonna move here because that's out of range of the guy. Yeah, so I think that there's an Armor Knight here, an Armor Knight here, and the boss. I think there's at least 4 enemies in this triangle at the door. That's why I'm carefully moving forward to scout, and that's why I want to lure this guy towards me, rather than just rush him, because I have enough defense to take the hit. Because I'm trying to avoid any surprises this late into the chapter. Okay, no damage. And now I can just creep forward while maintaining my sight range. And I can always grab my thief back if anything is threatening me. But there should be nothing that threatens me. And I can always obliterate the boss with Air Caliber for Roy support. Or if she uses a lance, I can, you know, go grab lance supports and obliterate her with an axe. Something like that. I have options, basically. Yeah, this should reveal... yeah, so there are Armor Knights, like I thought. But the Javelin is really inaccurate. It has, like, 55, so... we'll go down to 77 hit. We don't have any terrain, so let's rely on using, Lilina. Her avoid is, like, 78. And we can drop Roy and get the Roy support. And that'll be a little bit more dodge as well, bringing her up to 85. Yeah, Lilina became my dodgiest unit because her luck stat is just titanic. I mean, of course, like, Lance and Rucker can get really high dodge with their supports because they have, they have better support affinities for evasion. But Lilina's luck is so high that it's compensating. Let's find the other one. There's the other one. She has a spear. She's so accurate! Holy shit. She's really, really accurate. We'll have to see if we can one-shot with Air Caliber. If not, we're gonna have to go get Lance's supports. And... wait. We can do Longbow Chip, right? We have a safe way to do this. We have a Longbow and a green. If she's too tanky for Air Caliber, I'm just gonna go back and I'm gonna go get the Longbow. We'll be okay. In fact, a green Brave Bow might even one round, but she couldn't guarantee accuracy, I think. I think that... actually, maybe she could with supports. Maybe a green can one round with supports. That'd be funny to think about. I bet that even works. Unironically, I think a green can one round her. But let's just check Air Caliber. 40. This is exact, actually. hold on, let me get both supports in. This is exact. We don't need to do anything complicated. It just works. Yeah, no other enemies. We can do exactly a 44 and cap accuracy. Boom! Who needs archers? And here I thought that the whole Brave Bow thing was going to be this like, oh, look at me, a green's actually a useful unit, I need her for something. No, I don't. In a 44. Okay. Me when I go to Hot Topic. Damn, we killed a Golf Queen. We shouldn't have done that. He was special. Rounding errors. I don't know if any rounding errors, I just know you can go above 100 crit, mostly. It does round down if you're asking about that. Like, Lilina can only get 12 avoid true supports, because it's 12.5, but it's being rounded down to 12. So she has 86 avoid right now with both supports, and if I move her away, she goes down to 74, so it's 12. Anything else we have to do? We're just done, right? Yeah, we're just done. Ooh. Another chapter down, another chapter down. We need to bring Zealot, to recruit Juno. I think Shoutnet can recruit Juno too, but I'm gonna bring him anyway, because he needs to be alive for the Gaiden, and it helps remind me of that, I guess. I don't know. It's arbitrary. Lance obviously needs some fresh weapons, because he used his stuff up. So we're gonna grab a fresh hand axe, and perhaps, like, a javelin or something. Lilina obviously needs some fresh tomes. We can buy fire tomes in this chapter, so we'll just like head to the shop and buy some. Where is the shop? On the map. Up. Oh, you're all the way over there. Well, I'll have time to run over there and get some. I should give someone the silver card. Let's do a dedicated shopper. It's Zealot. You're the shopper. Take the card. And also, you're also going to be in charge of cleaning up some inventory space. We have some used up hand axes, and some other stuff we don't need, like a used up javelin somewhere, right? I have a lot of weapons. Do I need anything? I could buy silver axes if I wanted to fight the Wyverns of 21 with, but I was gonna fight the Wyverns of killer axes, I guess. Like Lance of a killer axe. I guess I could try silver. But I already have a couple. The killers are more accurate. I like how they're more accurate. There's a brave axe too. It's heavy. Do I need to buy anything? I feel like I'm kind of good. I feel like I'm kind of set. I'm just gonna buy like 5 fire tomes or more, and like maybe another air caliber. I feel like Lilina does most of the heavy lifting at this point. I bought so many killing edges thinking Brecker would be an important character this run, and he kind of wasn't. And I didn't end up using them really on Lance either. I mean, I don't need to skimp and save at this point. I can just use them if I need it for something. I kind of haven't needed it for something, but maybe I do. I have good stuff. I can just use the good stuff. There you go. Full salve killer stuff on Lance. Anything else? Oh yeah. Alan was holding a bunch of backup weapons for Lance in case he needed them. I guess we're gonna have Saul put away all the stabs, because we're gonna place him with Nime, who can self-physic, and Eclipse is bad, it has 10 hit. She could theoretically use a Flux. I guess hold Rescue, hold Restore, hold Barrier. We'll have Saul hold, like, the backup utility stabs, just in case we ever deploy them both and I need any of these stabs. That's a lot of utility stabs. Sheesh. Who am I deploying? I don't really need the Fey Green thing this chapter, because I don't need res tanking, do I? If there's any res tanking, I can probably just have, Helena do it. Because sleep. Maybe I do deploy Fey to, bait these sleep stabs. Will they even target her? Is her res too high? Maybe they won't even target her. Oh, those purges. How strong are the purges? 22. Helena can tank that purge. I might bring 2 restore staff users. There's a lot of, status stabs. But otherwise not really, like, particularly dangerous siege magic. It's just status stabs. Okay, I'll bring 2 restore users then. I'll bring Soul, and I'll give him a restore as well. Put away that torch, we don't need it right now. Grab the other restore. Bring both of these. I'll have Lelina do res tanking. We don't really, we need a thief. That lockpick won't last me, so let's grab the other one. What else could we reasonably need? I guess we don't need Zeiss as a rescue dropper. We don't really need flyers, utility in this. I can actually bring Wrecker again. And his supports, I guess. Anything I would need a flyer for? Literally any reason I would need a flyer. No. Okay. So I'm just bringing like combat units, their support triangles, and 2 restore staff users and Dancer and Thief. A lot of utility units, 3 main combatants. I'm just kind of... oh, light brands are dangerous at range. I need to be extremely careful of this guy. Light brand does a flat 10 damage at range. It cannot be defense tanked, and it's accurate. So this hero is... let's file this guy down as dangerous. Hey, is there anything on the bolting tome this chapter? Because, I can buy boltings in 21. So if I want to use a bolting to make something easier, I should do it here, right? What would I want to hit with a bolting? A ballista? If like a ballista's in the way, I could just use bolting. Or if there's like some other annoying enemy of some capacity, like a status stat. Like maybe if this hero doesn't move, or if there's just some sort of annoying enemy, I'll just use bolting without any worry about it. Why are there enemies over on this side? Okay, let's save, let's deploy, let's go. Bring up the chapter guide in case I need to reference anything about the chapter. The reinforcements are not a big deal. The thieves spawn up here for some reason, and there's fighters that spawn on the upper rightmost free tiles, like here. Like, just a bunch of back reinforcements that aren't actually particularly threatening. As long as I'm not standing, like, because they can walk over this ice, right? They can't. They can't walk over the ice. And they're super non-threatening. Wow, they're trivial. No, reinforcements are really trivial in this chapter. There is no real concern. Let's have Lance fight these 2 mercenaries. If we have supports, they cannot damage me. Where's Lance? They're free paladins. I've lost track of which one Lance is, honestly. Yeah, that's both of Lance's supports. He has an effective 20 defense into those guys. What about you? You have an Axe Reaver. Sword Reaver. Different, same thing. Sword Reaver means use a lance on him, or just use anyone, because he's inaccurate. In fact, Hand Axe Guy is probably inaccurate too. You're probably oh, you're more accurate than the others. What about you? Longbow. I'm just gonna have Lelina stand next to her supports with a fire tome out. I'm gonna move this guy to the left to go shopping. Put Lelina's supports in range. Otherwise, I'll just generically move my units left and consolidate them. Who knows who I will need to restore from sleep when or where. And we enter. The longbow archer is getting his tile blocked by the mercenary, so he didn't move. Oh, all these guys move? Sheesh. I never played this chapter before, so I didn't know how aggressive the initial rush of enemies would be. It's more aggressive than I anticipated. But I can always do some like hit and run pulling back if I need to. The hero is definitely a concern. He's kind of beefy, and this light brand always hits 10 at range. So that's an actual concern to be moderately worried about. Obviously, we restore Wrecker. This happens every time. Not like Wrecker's close enough to help fight. The sleep staff guy is going to prefer to use sleep, so let's say this one's like a non-threat compared to the others, because he'll prefer sleep over flux. This Nosferatu is a threat. Yeah, surprising number of threats at the beginning. Definitely considering a hit and run play. Yeah, these armor slayers are hyper accurate too. 117 is enormous. This column of enemies is actually like pretty concerning. We're gonna fight them and then pull back. I just like pull back with Marcus or something. Well, it's hard to get away from this hero. His movement range is pretty enormous. Maybe I should have Alina try and kill him then. The risk isn't too big. And it's like the early turn. And if I fail, I can just try something else on my next attempt. Because he has a high movement range and threatens a lot of tiles, so it's just more convenient if I'm able to take him out now. And 4 blades one shot? Wait, hold on. We can do this with no risk. Watch this. Boom! Now that's crazy. And now we just need to pick people up and bring them out of the way. And Lance is in range both of his supports, and he have the defense to defense tank this. Simple. Now I can go start grabbing and dropping some people. Is it safe to restore Deke? It probably is, because this guy's going to focus on using sleep instead of flux. I'm almost certain of that, but I'm not like 10,000% certain, so I'm still going to reposition Deke, because I cannot make a 100% bet that that is true. I'm only mostly sure. Okay, that's Elfin. You're Lilina. I want to move Lilina. I want Lilina dropped so she can fight. Sleep staff guy backed up. And hey, Wrecker's asleep again. Oh, don't sleep, Saul. One extremely mild annoyance. Okay, so we have to go... Let's dump someone out of safety. Then we're gonna have Nime restore Saul, so Saul can restore Wrecker. And then Wrecker can one-shot the Druid with the Durandal. Actually let Wrecker do something for once. Didn't even use him last chapter. Boink. Hey, strength. He's trying to be relevant. Oh, he's trying so hard. And this guy is really, really accurate, so okay, have Lilina blow him up. And then that initial rush of enemies will be done, and this sleep staff is almost cooked. Boink. Get some more people dropped. get back to action. Except, of course, for the Zealot whose job is to go shopping. Is there anything I want? Is there anything, truly anything? I kind of just have weapons. I just have a lot of weapons. Like, I have 3 killer axes and 2 silver axes in the supply. I am low on fire tomes. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And an air caliber. Or 2. And that's anything I could think to bring. Pure waters. These are actually useful. They're movable barrier staves. Lena could bring one of her in pure water herself rather than needing a barrier. Let's buy 2. That might be useful in that might be useful in chapter 22. I don't know, maybe. Alright. Let's clear this chapter. I sure hope that the shops aren't in range of that ballista. I didn't check that. Do you think the shops are in range of the ballista? That'd be so troll. That'd be terrible design. Do you think they'd do it? FE6 devs would do it. They did not, in fact, do it. What's your range? If it was a long ballista, it would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and been 1 short. There'd never be a random ballista tile. They'd never do that. So this is Purge. That's definitely one of our next objectives, is to wear out this Purge. Otherwise, anything else I'm scared of in any capacity. Berserk can just be restored. Yeah. I think that everything else is a pretty relaxed pace at this point, right? Oh, that guy spawned over here and walked over. I kind of forgot he even existed. That would have been really funny if he hit Marcus. This guy is previously a sleep staff user and is now over there, I guess. This Horse Slayer is... Let's get this longbow to come out and play. Lena has 86 avoid, 87 hit. If he hits me, he deserves it. It's for the content. Like, we'll just give him that one if he hits me. %. Miss. Okay, this druid is pretty high power. We can barrier the Lena, and she can fight it just fine. But like 3 enemies, okay, yeah, let's just barrier her. Where's the barrier? Oh, I found it. Okay, what about the, Purge? That Purge is, pretty scary. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we'll just rescue back Rutger after he takes out this, sniper. Let's go ahead and, pick him up. Here, get out of the way. Lance. Pick up Rutger. Then we'll use Lilina, we'll have her kill the druid, Dancer, kill this guy. Then she's fine into both bishops. And we can dance her from outside of Purge range. She just fights here. Let's give her the, some Tomes. Fresh tome. Just for you. This chapter's pretty easy so far. I feel like I've jinxed it by saying that, but not much has happened. The beginning term was mildly spooky, with the rush of initial enemies, but beyond that, they're pretty stationary. I don't feel like I'm being hurried along by anything. I can just sit here and waste out that purge next. He has 22. Yeah, Lena has enough res without a barrier to fight that guy. Killing edge guy is moderately dangerous, but not particularly so. Let's, didn't mean to use bolting. Even this guy's not moving at me. The enemies are being... Like, what's the point of this right flank? There's like a ballista, a whole pile of enemies, a door, like more people defending it, but you don't need to go that way. I guess if you're worried about thieves. I'm not really concerned about thieves, I'm just taking stuff slowly. If I lose a couple items, I don't even particularly mind that much, and even so, if a thief gets into this room and starts opening the chest, it'll take them a bunch of turns to open the chests, then I can bust down this wall, and I can get in there and I can trap them. And even then, the two thieves, I believe, spawn at the top. I think it's only Kath that spawns from below. So this is yet another chapter in which having killed Kath in Chapter 6 makes it infinitely easier. Like, killing Kath just removes so many timed objectives from the game. Killing Kath makes the game so easy. I can go as slow as I want because Kath is dead. Because the turn 10 thieves should spawn at the top, and they're not going to attack me, they're going to run past me and look for the treasure. And then I'll just kill them. They should spawn soon. 2 more uses of Purge. One more turn of Purge. Okay, done. No more Purge. How strong are you? You're pretty strong. Any ranged weapons in this room? We could fight the hand axe and the flux over the wall just to get those guys out of the way. What about the ballista? Wait. It's a long ballista? Oh my god, I've been on the edge of the range. Long ballistas are super inaccurate though, so I probably wasn't going to get hit either way. But tell you what, we're gonna bait out that long ballista, and also fight this druid with a barrier at the same time, and also take out the hand axe. We're gonna do all of those things. You're not the barrier person, you're the barrier person. Sorry, Saul was my barrier person for so long, I forgot Nime exists. So on this tile, we can fight the druid. The hand axe can't reach me, but the long ballista can. And just for good measure, support bonus I didn't really need. And we just keep chilling, or big chilling. Oh, 2% hit rate? Oh shit, I should get a story over. I should make that 0. There are the thieves we talked about. So, I think this chapter's badly designed. Can someone explain to me how the thieves that appear on your spawn on turn 10 are meant to reach the treasure before you do? By design, they can only reach your back and then be killed. How are these thieves meant to do anything? Is it possible for these thieves to pose a threat? Because Kath was supposed to spawn down here, and then she could run here and run in this room and go get treasure, at least. Right? So it's possible for Kath to be a problem? But these guys? No, what? The opposite of a problem. They can't threaten me. They don't even have enough damage to hurt Rucker. Rucker EXP that we don't need, because nothing matters at this point, because we're kind of just strong enough to beat the game. Point. Okay, let's get the other support bonus in. Now that long ballista has a 0% hit rate on me, and I'll go ahead and exhaust its shots as well. There's gonna be 3 axe fighters that spawn here for the next few turns. We'll just have Rucker kill them all. Unless I have hand axes. Let's find out. These back reinforcements are... Okay. Who designed this chapter? We're... Chapter 20. Right? How are these guys supposed to threaten me? They're unpromoted. They have 60 accuracy. They have steel weapons. As long as I don't stand in the long ballista, let's just have Rucker, intercept their position with his supports nearby. And chew them up. Oh no, more axe fighters! Dang, darn. I feel like FE6 is overstated for its difficulty at points. I think it's the early game hard mode that's just like particularly bad, because there's a bug that gives even more auto levels. Like the hard mode auto level routine plays twice in the early game, and I think it scales a lot of extra auto levels in the late game. But man, FE6 normal just it kind of just pulls punches at this point of the game. It's just not giving me like these are not threatening enemies. they just cannot seriously cause harm to me. Here, I'm gonna stand back one tile to set up their range so that they all run into Rucker and don't hit the supports. Like, these reinforcements are just troll reinforcements. They're not even troll, they're just like filler. They just exist to be killed. They cannot meaningfully pose a threat. Front guy can't reach my supports, and they all have steel axes. All steel axes, right? Yep, okay. Then it's time for the Rucker Massacre. Oh, maybe that... Double sneeze. Finally 2. Why are there so many fighters? I feel like FE6 and FE7 have this gameplay philosophy of just too much like filler reinforcement spam. It makes it easy to train units that are behind and easy to get weapon ranks, I guess, but like, it's just kind of nonsense content to do this. It's what makes the game so enemy phase heavy. Like, look at this conga line of people just waiting to die to Rucker. Yeah, you're out of shots. No more ranged weapons in this room, besides the hand axe. Time for Lilina to continue her rampage. Fight hand axe guy. Oh, we only have one use of fire. Thankfully that seems to be enough, because Lilina is monstrous. We have a restore staff user nearby in case anything goes wrong. Dancer in case anything goes wrong. Oh no, mercenary reinforcements, dang. Oh shit, then another long ballista. I could have shot Roy, if I was one tile closer. I was so complacent by how free these reinforcements are, I forgot to check the bottom long ballista range. Dang, can Rucker handle these mercenaries? Is he gonna have to retreat? Oh wait, that whole room charged. I guess I have like a pack aggro. I accidentally caused a whole situation here. Okay, should pull back. Pull back, we have a situation. I think I want to hit with bolting. For any reason. I could one-shot this hero, that'd be one less thing to kill. Because they're all aggressive now. Let's just weed one out. Boink. I can buy boltings in 21. Rucker can hold position and kill 3, and then we're gonna pull back and start chipping away at these guys, I guess. Strength, wow. Rucker trying to be relevant. He's relevant now. He's killing all these guys. Lance could have done it, but you know. Okay, we're gonna engage in a little bit of hit and run and bring them closer to us. That's a Sword Reaper. You're a Lance Reaper. You're bad to axes, I guess. What's your accuracy into an axe? Still pretty fucking high, I'll tell you that. Gotta kill that guy at range. And outside of his range, like here. Mercenaries have consistently been a pretty dangerous kind of enemy. Now, if Elena kills the mercenaries, we'll be able to very easily position to handle the rest of this crap. Can Rucker one-shot that guy with the Durandal? Curiosity. He's one short. If I could do that, I'd just do that and I could leave him there, but he's Durandal uses anyway. Be in Steel Axe range as long as I'm not in Killing Edge range, so I can take out this guy. Put me in range of any ballistas or anything? Nah. Oh, Lance throwing javelins at the, not guaranteed. I'm just gonna wait another turn just because it's not guaranteed. I want to take a guaranteed action right now, there's no point in taking a random risk for no reason. This chapter's boring! Ugh. It's a slow turtle chapter. Ilia was easier than Sake, I guess, but I was unimpressed by Ilia, I have to say. Okay. Now what? Are we done? I guess so. Let's, go finish this map. Let's find the range of this long ballista. This is top priority, is to make sure all ballistas are be out of shots. You're a killer ballista? Okay, well that's threatening. Hey, we're gonna get a level up from getting shot. Maybe we'll cap that speed. What level is Lena? Let's check. She's level 18? She got to level 20 before we promoted her, too. She's 2019 as of right now. Luck. Crazy luck. She has 87 avoid right now. With capped stats, it would be 5 more. She'd have like 92. Crazy character. Okay. I'm gonna go to the edge of this guy off the killing edge, like the edge of his range. And then I'm gonna walk into his range and start baiting out the killer ballista shots. I just want all these ballistas done before I do anything else, so I don't get complacent and forget about them. I'm also worried about Berserk Staff guy. I want to exhaust all long-range threats before I go for treasure and for mopping up any remaining enemies. I forgot this chapter's timed! Wait, I have to redo everything! I completely forgot! You have to speedrun this chapter, kind of speedrun if you want to get the gaiden. We have to completely rethink everything. I was completely complacent. No, I completely forgot about that. Okay. So let's rethink everything now that we've tested the chapter. We have 25 turns to beat it. And as we've seen, the reinforcement spam and the amount of long-range threats make this kind of annoying, because you cannot advance safely through a mixed amount of long-range threats without something going wrong. The ballistas might hit you, and there's also status stabs. Then if we repick this chapter, what we could probably do is Lena could probably dodge status stabs by having too much res, especially if we use a pure water or a barrier. And then we can probably warp her deep into the map to aggressively take care of threats. We could also use bolting the kill ballistas to save time. So I think what we have to do is we have to redo this, we have to be really aggressive. We have to charge down in here, and we use bolting very heavily at the beginning to eliminate, like the purge guy, so we can enter the room. Yeah, we need a super aggressive play. We're not going to need to use warp, but we are going to, like, bolt out all the long-range threats. And just, like, try and outpace stuff. Okay, that's on me for trying the turtle. I had a timed objective and I ignored it. Knowing what we know now know about the map. We rethink everything. And we just jam Lena into this pile of enemies immediately and hope she dodges in order to have an aggressive, like, opener, I think. We could purge out bolting out one of these, like, dangerous ones to give her a higher success rate. One of the armor slayers would be the highest value, I think. Immediately bolt out one of the armor slayers and just get her in there. And start fighting, like, ASAP. She'll need a barrier for this Nosferatu. He has 30 attack? Wait, that's higher than last time. He had 29 last time. He's dangerous. That guy gets me through a barrier if I don't have supports. Okay, well that's an issue. Can I get supports? How much defense do I get from supports? 2? 31 res with a barrier. He has 31 damage with weapon triangle. That works. Can I get my supports without them getting hit? I'd have to take care of this guy. I'd have to get this guy out of the way specifically. So I could maybe have the Lena get in there, kill that guy, get danced, and then get supports nearby. Need a support partner. I can always move Roy manually. A Horseman will have Lance take on these guys from the left. Make a super aggressive initial play. Get the staff users closer. We need to bury Herbelina on turn 1. That's a must. Okay. New strategy. Aggressive opener. The problem is, it's hard to bolt something, and also I need to take out this guy, so maybe I can't use bolting turn 1, because I need to reposition her, and I can't leave her with the bolting equipped or she'll get doubled. Maybe I could do like a trade and pull back method. Either way, I have to... We know that every single time, regardless of my strategy, it opens with barrier. I always do this, and then I always take out Axe Reaver guy, so that I can get supports in Melina range to make this initial aggressive play. So we always do this. We need to pull back Elfin as well. I obviously have to pull back Elfin. That always happens. That gets me just out of range. And the next thing I would want to do is be in range of as many of these things as possible while having support ranges. So if I'm blocking this left side... Yeah, if I stand in the doorway, like here, then I can get supports behind Melina. The mate has to be here. I can't get both supports behind her because this hand axe guy is alive and could just like run past her and hit. I could still do it. I could still put both behind her, actually, if I just stand on the right tiles. This being one of them, the other being free behind. Problem is, I would love to have her bolt, but I can't afford to have her because I can't trade off her. I can't trade her weapon. I just have her use a fire tome or air caliber because it has more uses right now. Let's position Roy to support range. Of course, now I have the annoyance of, I don't have the Allen support for Lance. But I think Lance with Marcus and Weapon Triangle still has just enough, defense to take on that mercenary 100% of the time. Yeah, I think it always works. Protected from the mercenary. Protected from the hand axe. Protected from the longbow. And protected from the purge. This is a good opening turn then. Everything is set to work. Now we just need Melina to dodge. Let's see if she comes through and dodges, so we can have the super aggressive opener. Also, watch her hit 40s of air caliber. Now, the two Armor Slayers are the threat here. The Armor Slayers have really good hit rates on her. I'm turning on animations this time, but I might have to repeat the strategy a few times for it to work, because he's at 30%. That's one of two. Second. Dodge it. That's the dangerous part over. $120 damage. Bonk. I was really worried that my streak of dodging would end there, but we're still going. I have to say, I like this chapter a lot more now that I know that I can't just like sit there and turtle out all the reinforcements and all of the status devs and listas I actually have to play. It's on me for not realizing that in my first attempt that I had 25 turns. That was a big oversight. But it's a lot more exciting now that I have to rush the objective. Not like it's much of a rush in 25 turns, but it's a lot more than turtling, because it takes me 5 turns to, like, you know, get rid of the ballista's ammo or a siege tome. I need to deal with them more proactively. Alright, we're chilling. I'll stay out of that long ballista's range for now, because I can't afford to go inside the... Well, I could theoretically bolting out this purge. Can I just kill that purge with bolting, like, now? Do I have to deal with him? I don't! I can just rock and roll. Let's do it. This saves me a ton of time. Boom. A crit would have been fun to, save a use of bolting. Let's get in there and fight. Be proactive. Okay, initial dangerous part is done. We're gonna turn off animations. Get through this a little bit quicker. Thank you, John and Melee. I appreciate it. Alright, now we can go shopping. Let's go pick up the 5 more fire tomes in air caliber. I have to do some restore salves. And with the purge eliminated, I can move into the main building. As long as I'm careful. This guy is a sleep staff user. He's going to focus on continuing to use the sleep staff. Let's at least get the Roy support in range of Elena. And the steel sword guy is... we'll deal with him soon. You can always have Lance deal with him. Lance is nearby. In turn. Not a big deal. This guy dies in enemy phase, he does 0 damage even if he hit. Now I can push down and take care of one of those sleep staff guys this turn. I need to be wary of the long ballista range. I need to... yeah, I can stand inside of it with both of my supports. I just need to be wary of both the range of this and the range of this. I can do this. This will be safe. Then I can fight him. Now I am in ballista range, but I'm doing it on purpose to start wearing down the ammo, because I can get both of my supports in range safely from this position. I can stand here, and I can stand here. And that's safe, that's planned. Then I can always move to the left and fight Killing Edge guy. I need to be wary of the Berserk stuff, so I need to send a Restore inside the building soon. Lance can't make it in time to deal with Steel Sword guy. Let's go ahead and dance Lance this turn then. Because I'm busy using restore stabs up here right now. Just throw javelins at you? What's my hit rate? If I had Marcus nearby, my hit rate would be excellent. If we miss one, we'll just have like a Nime can come finish, or Rucker can finish after being restored. We're going to do both restores, and then we're going to grab one of my restore staff users with the horse and bring them into the main building so they can follow Lilina and deal with any berserk stabs. Okay, solid. Let's bring everyone towards the building. We're gonna send everyone inside. Besides our shopper, who's going shopping, and will catch up to us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and their caliber. And a couple pure waters in case those are useful in 22. And for good measure, another air caliber because Alina is the main carry, and we're done. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot about that long ballistas tiles. That was a 31%. We got lucky. Looks like these guys are proximity aggro because they've all decided to fight. We can outrun them. Let's just be really careful of long ballistas. This makes me want to bolt this one. This one's a huge threat actually. Can I hit it with bolting? Can I just get rid of this? Perfect. No more threat. Problem is, Lilina now has a bolting equipped. And this person can come hit her. And she only has... she doesn't have enough res right now. Needs to get barriered again. Do they have hand axes? Yeah, but the hand axe guy can't hit her. Long ballista is also an issue. But I can barrier Lilina and then grab have Alan rescue her. Or I can always like have like a horse run in and go rescue Lilina. I do wish Elfin was closer. I wish I could dance Lilina this turn, that'd be really convenient. But I unfortunately cannot. Let's think about this then. We either... I think that I'll basically just move Nime, change her tome out for the fire tome so she can fight the flux from across the wall, re-up the barrier so she survives it, and then we're going to use a horse to get Nime out of range of the long ballista. Like this. And then on this tile, we're safe from both the flux and the hand axe. Strategy, that's planned. Now we can start taking care of some of these guys one by one. Hand axe guy first. You can't retaliate at range, so you go in, you restore. We're gonna leave Lance of a hand axe, start picking off the front of their column. Where Elfin is currently standing is actually where that guy can hit, so we can go here. I am gonna dance Ellen. This allows me to drop Nime and use her next turn, and I can also position Ellen in support range of Lance. And go here, hand axe, support range, and drop Nime. Okay, we're set for this turn. We're set for this turn. Turn. That was 7 hit rate because we had our supports out of range, but otherwise not a huge risk. I'm so happy this chapter ended up being more interesting than I thought it would be. I'm having fun now. Now, question is, can I also eliminate this long ballista, or is he truly too far away? He's too far. Yeah, I don't have the distance. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yep, he's one tile too far away. We have to just exhaust his shots then. Okay, let's pick off these guys one at a time. We can retreat into the building and fight the Lance. Oh, Lance River guy's so accurate though. Maybe I should throw hand axes at him and retreat. This is good. I have both supports, so pretty good accuracy. Next is Sword Reaver guy and Iron Blade guy have overlap. Lances are good into both weapons, right? This guy's pretty accurate though. I don't want to risk it. Lance of a Killer Lance does pretty well, but we'll just focus on pulling back. Now, but when we pull back, we need to be very careful of long ballista range. Let's watch it like a hawk. This tile's safe, but no further. No further. Absolutely no further. I can probably reserve uses of bolting. There's nothing that's such a threat that I need to use it here. Lena is still on long ballista range as intended. They're inside into safety. Now Lena is demarking our unsafe line for this long ballista, but there's also this guy. Let's be very careful of both. Astoria is now demarking the safe line for the killing edge. So I can draw a V between like Lena and Astoria, and those are my unsafe lines. Yeah, okay. Let's go here. Pull back on 2 tiles that we know are safe. What turn is it? 5. Alright, let's start fighting. I'm just gonna casually fight this hero from outside of the range of the Armor Knight, because he has really bad movement range. And we're set. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. That's the turn. Long Ballista has 2 more shots, we're gonna dance Lena and keep taking care of them. And we'll finally be able to move mostly freely. Exchange you a better fire. There we go. That's fresher. Everything is stable, everything is safe. And we're making much better pace. It's turn 7. We'll pass one more turn and that ballista will be out of shots. Alright, done. Yep, out of shots. Okay. We can finally proceed. The last long-range threat, well, there's two. There is Killer Ballista at relatively short range, mostly just covers his treasure room. We can kill that with bolting. And then we have Berserk Staff, which we can deal with Restore. We'll dodge the first shot of the Ballista with both supports and our high dodge Lilina. Oh, she just gained 3 points of Avoid. Oh, ain't that special. With our 89 Avoid, with our supports, let's dodge that first shot. And we'll get in there and we're bolting it. Then we'll start opening these doors and start getting treasure. And start clearing out this map fully. We didn't even need to warp or anything. No warp skip. There's gonna be back fighters spawning on turn 11. We'll just have Rucker clear them all out when they start showing up. So we can have Lance be forward to help fight stuff. Keep my Restore Staffs nearby for when that Berserk starts firing off. Stay out of range of this killer. Okay. Ballista shot. 0% hit rate. Now we'll hit it with bolting so we can freely use our other units. Killer Bow guy is dangerous. We can always open the door and retreat and then take care of him. Berserk guy is dangerous, but we can always use the Restore Staff. Okay, I have a better hit rate if I'm near my supports, so let's be near the supports. 100%. Dead. Crit too. That did 132 damage. That's a lot. Door. Now, I'm gonna be careful. I've just realized what the back reinforcements are for in this chapter. Once you free these citizens, they attempt to run, right? Which means that the fighters on turn 11 onwards threaten them and make it harder to get the, makes it harder to get the reward for all civilians alive. So that's the point of the back reinforcements. The design of this chapter is finally making sense to me now that I'm taking it seriously. But I can always send Rucker over here, and when these guys spawn, they only have steel axes. There's 12 of them in total, but they all have steel axes. Rucker can kill all of them alone. And there's no other back reinforcements. It's just there's the 2 thieves that spawn like this turn, but they're also trivial. They're really easy to kill. Let's start opening treasure. And recruit Juno. Okay. I'm not going to use her for anything, she has pretty wretched stats. 11 strength is so unacceptable at this point in the game, it's not even funny. I have plenty of lockpicks with which to do stuff. Let's start getting stuff done. They're the thieves. Rucker can take them out. Where are they even going? Oh, they're going around the long way because my units are blocking the path. That's funny. Well, that's not an issue. Now at Speed Wings, Lilina is capped on speed, and Lance is capped on speed. They both have 25, so I guess Rucker can use it. Speaking of Rucker, he can catch these thieves for me. He can outpace them. The thieves don't attack, they just try to steal. So we'll chase them down and take care of them. There's no ballista over here, you're not a long range threat. You're not a long range threat. These thieves come at me. Parker has a defense to take their damage in enemy phase. There's the fighter spawning. LD can even help. No, he can't. To be funny about it, I can cut off their movement even. I can like get in the way to like reduce where he can move and make him easier to catch on the next turn. Making him make a U-turn around my units like this. He'll only end up here. Another Wodao can be used to give Rucker 100% crit rate. It's mildly interesting. Longbow, another thing we could use on the green. If we ever needed to longbow something, we kind of only have had to once. Now we'll start progressing into the southern side of the map. I guess we could break this wall. Kinda forgot about it. There's Berserk. First use a Berserk, we'll just use Restore. Oh, speaking of, I actually could have eclipsed the walls. There's actually something Eclipse is super good at in this, if you bring it. Yume can use Eclipse on the 100 HP walls in this chapter. There's only like 2 of them. There's like one here and one here, but you can deal 99 damage to them. It's actually a really fun little gimmick, but it works like that. These guys don't even hit Rucker even if he's not in support range, so let's not worry about support range too much. Take out the other thief. Move at least one of the supports in this range, and then we'll let the Wrecker Rampage occur. Of course, he's not getting strength this time like the last attempt, but you know. Oh, I can actually be both people in range, like this. Cool. Alright, time for Wrecker Rampage. He actually gets to meaningfully contribute for once. Now I'm gonna kill this guy, and I'm just gonna pull back, because there's a sniper with high accuracy. I want to run into the room and attack him on the same turn. I'm gonna position people at the edges of the room. Like this, outside of the bow range. Although apparently that's a wall, not a column that you can stand on, so I can even stand here to open that door next turn. Reposition lines to be close as well if I need them for something. Now my restore staves nearby. I am ready. Rucker is going to town. Second use of Berserk. Open the door. No, let's get in there and fight this killer bow guy. Lena can get in there and do it pretty safely. Oh, she can't get close enough. I can always have Lance do that and then dance him back to safety to get him out of range of this guy in case he chooses not to use his final Berserk staff for some reason. Have Lance go in there with the killing edge and kill edge this guy. Do a little dance. Get out of range of stuff. I don't you. Let's let that final Berserk fly, and then we'll have Lena run in there with a barrier boost to go fight him and annihilate him. We'll barrier her, we'll dance her, and she can run in and go get the kill. What turn is it? 14. We have until 25. These guys still can't reach. Everything is continuing to go smoothly. Barrier boost on Lena. Now let's get her in there and dance her, and she'll go obliterate that druid. What weapons do you even have? You have a regular spear. Okay. I don't have any terrain with which to fight him from. He could hit. It's possible I'll commit, like, bolting to him to make sure I can safely kill at 100% success rate. It's funny how evasive dancers get. He's at 55 already. Outside of boss range. And kill. Okay, now they go get the rest of the treasure. None of this treasure is in range of enemies. Oh, it is! Ooh, that's devious! I could have... Ooh, if I wasn't paying attention, I could have had a story get hit there when opening the chest. That is a nasty little trick. Everything's still stable on Marker's End. Oh, okay, so God One, two things about that. One, you're a couple minutes behind. YouTube does that with streams a lot. And the other thing is that Berserk in FE6 is aimed not by accuracy, but by unit deploy order. They won't attempt to Berserk if they have a 0% chance to hit, but otherwise they're going to go for the unit that was the lowest in the deploy list as their target. I don't know why they do that. I don't remember what the explanation is, but you can abuse that on purpose to use units like Nime, Fae, or other like reasonably high res units to try and bait status stabs. So yeah, this guy has a 20% hit rate. It would be 8% with my supports. That's pretty dangerous. What's my bolting hit rate? I have 1 bolting left. If I'm in Roy range, it goes up to 61. It would be 71 with Story, so let's see if I can hit that last bolting to chip down the boss though to where I can fight him completely safely. Otherwise, Lance with a axe is a pretty good way to do this. Next to Alan and Marcus, we have 85 avoid. So with the killer axe, we're actually, yeah, Lance with the killer axe can do this actually. Let's do that. Let's do Lance with the killer axe. 2 hit rate on me. Yeah, we can do this. We can obliterate him. I'm still fine on the right side. Let's go dance as we go pick up the loot. Get the loot done faster. Get Roy closer, but not in range of the armor knight, of course. Dang, big string of crits. Let's go, Wrecker. Keeping it exciting at the end. Okay, Lilina obviously doesn't need any more EXP, so Lance can finish off the boss. He has level 19 of all things. There we go. Now we just need to go get the loot over 2 turns, and then we're gonna seize. One of these treasure chests is a dangerous tile anyway. Not like I need this stuff. The speed wings I can use, but a lot of this stuff I don't have any use for. Like Worm Slayers are not good because I don't want to fight Manakits close up. Nosferatu doesn't do anything for me. Just filler loot. I can sell it and then I can buy more boots after I sell it is basically my decision here. I don't care about these filler mercenaries, they're worth no EXP to me. I don't even need EXP at this point. I don't need anything, I just need to go through the chapters. The sleep may have niche use somewhere. I could probably like have Nime put a long range threat to sleep, but also I can bolting out long range threats. Actually, sleep might be good, let's think about it. She can sleep further than a bolting. So for example, this chapter, instead of having to wait out this guy's ammo, I could have put him to sleep. It wouldn't have, like, helped actually that much, because he would have woken up at some point and started firing again, but, like, sleep can go further than bolting, so let's try and keep that in mind going forward in case I can use it for something. Okay, Roy can end the chapter this turn, right? Okay. Let's open the last chest, look at an unsafe tile. Yoder will be able to use the Purge, that might have niche use. And now this should give us 20x. 20x, 20x, 20x. That's from the rescuing all villagers. 20x, 20x. Okay. This chapter sucks, by the way. Look at it. It's just walls. Are you seeing this shit? Who designed this? Who conceptualized this? Who greenlit this? Why does this exist? Oh, they all have 40 HP, at least not 100. But no, this map is stupid. I'm thinking it would be really nice... What's he called? Tick. That guy's name is terrible. It would be really nice if we could just... warp Lilina in here and just not play this chapter. I don't want to play it. I mean, what's the loot? Nothing. I don't need experience. Playing this chapter just makes me use up weapons and makes me not have fun. So let's find a warp skip. A warp skip strategy would ideally utilize these 4 units. Can these 4 units deploy next to each other? Dear Lord. Oh, this is hideous. This is our situation? Okay, we can deploy everyone close to each other, but are they too far away to warp skip? How many tiles can I warp? I'd have to warp pretty far in order to get into this room, but if I can get into this room, then I could get some stuff done. I will need a barrier. I'm gonna need a barrier staff, so let's also deploy Sol. so I can do all of these actions. Anyways, the Warper Soul is in charge of using Barrier. The other thing I'm going to do is some inventory management real quick. Grab a fresh air caliber. We can sell this angelic robe and use it to buy boots next chapter. Okay, let's see if this warp skip strategy works. Where's our other unit? We need to go find them. By God, I don't want to play this crap. Sir Tick. Can't believe they call him Tick. Hey, you also blocked off your own dudes. How'd they even get in there? Interesting. Did they, like, build themselves into these rooms? Did they bring bricks and masonry in here and seal themselves into this maze? How is this even possible? Okay, so how far can we warp is the golden question. How far can we warp you? That's it? Let's count some tiles. Because this was a tile, so diagonally here, here, here. If we move up Lena, we can do it. We just need to move her up a tile, and then we can do it. So we'll try this next turn. Does anything charge, or... No, they can't even get to me. Stupid-ass chapter. Who designed this? Okay, let's, barrier boost. And can we warp her? Not from here. How about this one? Yeah, that one would work. I just put her on the wrong tile. And then, can she handle all of the stuff up there? Those Dark Mages have enough damage that they might be able to do 1 point of damage to her if they use Flux. Because I think if they have 29 attack, then Weapon Triangle would be enough. We don't have capped res or anything, we don't have any more talismans. But if they try to use their status stabs, we'd be fine. Or we could maybe dodge. Let's just try and run it down. Oh, I have to stay out of range of this guy though. I need to player phase him. So let's kill a shaman then. Oh, 0 damage? What about the other one? 1 damage. What if we use 4 Blaze? We one shot? 0 risk strat! We found a 0 risk strat! I don't need 4 Blaze for endgame, it's okay to use it here. Okay. It's working. The warp skip is working. This is the most warp skippable chapter ever. FE6 has some really bad chapters. Oh, I have to dodge that. Okay, that was inaccurate. 4 Blaze gave me more luck anyway. So he elected not to use the status staff because my res is too high. Went for the hit instead. Makes sense. Okay. And now we just need to warp Roy and stay on the center column so we don't get longbowed. I like how Join Nime has exactly enough magic to warp skip this chapter. That shit's calculated. All these guidance are terrible. I skipped 14x, I skipped 16x, I'm here skipping 20x. Now, what's the boss's hit rate look on me? He doesn't even have a spear out. I just want to kill him with 4 Blaze. I don't care about anything anymore. Easy game. Is this level 20? Oh, we didn't even hit it. Okay, world's stupidest chapter and we're done. That's multi. It gives like +5 skill. This is actually an extremely complicated chapter, because, first off, it's huge. It's huge. It's big huge. The other thing that happens in this chapter are, this is this game's big reinforcement zone chapter. So similar to FE7 Cog of Destiny and FE8 Darkling Woods, there's always a late game chapter of 10 million reinforcements, but you can work around them. There is a reinforcement map. When you enter specific boxes, you trigger like switches that turn on reinforcements. It's like turning a fucking faucet. So if you avoid those zones, then you can avoid most of these reinforcements, and we can do this with flyers and warp. And just not stand in those zones. My goal is to stand in none of the zones until I approach the boss area, basically. The map is here. It's, here's a reference. It's in Spanish, but there's a link to change it into English if it's not in English on that link. This should be the English link though. There's also a secret shop. We want to go to the secret shop because we want to buy boots. A lot of boots. Boots cost like 4,000 gold with the silver card. So we're gonna have a flyer that's going to... Why can't we deploy 18 units? Jesus Christ, I'm not doing that. Holy crap, I'll figure out who I'm deploying soon, but for the moment I'm gonna, you know, make these decisions a bit later. I need to also, you know, grab a flyer and give them the silver card because they need to go shopping. Zealot still has the silver card. And I'll need to have inventory space to, of course, buy all these boots. I'm gonna just take some random crap that's not gonna use. I'm gonna make some inventory space. Like, I can't use healing stabs, really. Certainly have no use for this iron bow. Can't use a solar bows either. I never trained a green or anything. Which means I can sell them, and I can buy more boots. I can just sell a lot of stuff I don't need and just use them to buy, like, stat ups, right? It's like, I just have all this crap. Like, I don't want to use Worm Slayers. I guess I could technically use them against a Wyvern, so maybe I could keep them, but I don't want to fight Manikeets at range. I only want to fight Manikeets at range, not close up. What's some crap I'm absolutely sure I have zero fucking use for? I'm not going to use, like, all these Silver Lances. It's too many. I barely even use them. This is the secret shop chapter. That's why I'm selling stuff to make money to buy boots. Like, I don't need another killing bow because I already have one on green. I don't use it very much. I don't use axes super often, but I could load up Lance with some axes this chapter. Let's redo his inventory. What's some stuff we can give him if we're just gonna be fighting like a bunch of axes? We could give him Brave Axe weighs him down. I don't like it. We could give him like a killer and like a hand axe and maybe Armads if we find like a tough guy that we want to kill. And what's some other weapons we might actually use? Maltet, if we maybe encounter like a sword, we could use the S-Rank Lance. Where is it? Has it? Oh, I found it. Hold on, we have all this crap. Marcus certainly doesn't need weapons anymore at this point in the game. He's long gone. So let's find some more crap to sell. So we can buy boots. I guess I could carry a sword. What kind of sword? What kind of swords do I have? I could carry a Killing Edge, they're pretty good. Your L's sword is wearing down, Rucker. You don't need it anymore. Bring a Wodow. I could bring a Worm Slayer, technically. It would maybe let me one-shot some... There we go. Bring Rucker into supports, I guess. Since I free to go shopping. We can, of course, bring Alina supports. We could bring both staff users. We could bring Faye if we need to. Are there even any long-range stabs to... or magic to deal with? Air Caliber, bolting. Found one. It's just wyverns and mages. No real status stabs. Not much long-range magic or anything either. We have a bunch of backup weapons that Alan's holding in case he needs to give Lance anything. So Lance is geared. Alina is pretty geared up too. You know, it's just have someone hold extra fire tomes, like in the same way that Alan holds backup stuff for Lance. Will hold some backup stuff on the story. Trade to Alina if she ever runs dry. We have all of our stabs we could possibly want are here. We could use sleeps and berserk and stuff if we find a use case for it. We have the green if we needed to shoot one wyvern for any reason. I could bring Merlinus of any decks as convoy. That's about it. I think we're set. I could bring rescue droppers. I could bring flyers to carry people. I ended up bringing a ton of people, huh? I'll try and low man the later chapters, but I could bring a lot of people here for niche utility or flying people around, I guess. Don't I have a rescue staff too? I have like 1,000,000 staves. How many staves do I have? Do I have any other useful staves I could use before this runs over? I don't have a rescue staff. I have like a second sleep. Well, I guess if I ever want a sleep staff, I don't need to feel guilty about it. What would be my opener in this chapter? If I wanted to, I could just warp Lilina past the initial, like, green reinforcement zone and immediately have her start clearing out wyverns in mass. I can just warp her onto a forest and repair the warp. And just start taking stuff out. I don't see a problem with that. I think Lilina kill everything is a reliable strat that I have not once ever gotten tired of. On account of the fact that it's fun when Alina kills everything, she's good at it. There are going to be some reinforcements on the trigger. There's an enormous one near the boss. But I think that the reinforcements come from bottom and right. So I can trigger that, clear them up, and then I can, after that, go to the secret shop. There's also kind of like back reinforcements in a way. Near the boss, there's a Gale, the dragon general, will spawn with a squadron at one point. But that's only like a one-time thing, so that's not a big issue. We can just pause that early. Near the village, actually, what I can do is Gale spawns in like this mountain range, so if I leave someone on this village, or on this forest tile, I can purposefully spawn Gale and then kill them all. I feel like this chapter is simultaneously going to be fine, but it's also going to be like... and take an eternity. Alina, and to warp her. Alina, your job is to go crazy. Your job is to go sick with it. You're going to go sicko mode. We're just going to warp her turn 1 and just do wacky shit. Alright, have fun. Then she gets to fight all these guys, and she has 100 to Void on a Forest to 4 Blaze. She'll have less without it, but it'll be like 97, which will be pretty good. And then I guess I'm gonna approach this kind of reinforcement zone. I'm gonna bring so many goddamn people. Lance and Rucker can fight, but do they need to? Can I theoretically kill everything with Lina? I brought Lance, I brought Rucker, I brought their support triangles, I brought the whole, like, Fae green thing, even though Lina can probably res tank out the bolting here. I don't need Fae. Oh, he's really strong. We'll use Fae. Jesus Christ. Never mind, Lina can't do this. Good thing I have Fae. That's 32. That's too strong. How much res does Fae have? Okay, training Fae was actually worth it. Because now Fae can be the one to bait out those boltings with 100% consistency. There was actually meaning in that. So we'll need Fae. We don't need a Grain to support her for more defense, but that was another thing, another layer of security I had planned in. That is not needed right now, but it does exist. 3 fucking units. Since, Zeiss will be the shopper, we'll have Shauna be the Roy carrier. Roy is, not mobile. Consolidate these units slightly. Less people. Alright, show me burns, true power. And by that, it's Lilina will kill you all. Zeiss has the card, yes. Zeiss has the card. He's the shopper. Oh! The members card. Right, that I can grab it from Erlinus. I forgot. I forgot that was a thing you had to do. I haven't gone to a secret shop yet in this campaign. Well, thank you for saving me an obviously confused moment, which I go shopping and can't. Level 20, that's 2020. Ultimate Lilina. This is the strongest Lilina. You know I'm gonna buy stat boosters to cap her luck and her res and stuff, right? I gotta, right? We have to complete the true most powerful Lilina. Yeah, no, I just forgot the members card existed. Oh yeah, the speed wings, I can give that to Rucker. I might give the body ring to Lilina as well, so she can use 4 Blaze without losing speed, even though she doesn't use 4 Blaze very often. Yeah, no, I forgot it existed. Not gonna lie. Whee! Yeah, so he's the only one who could use the speed wings because Lilina and Lance are kept. Anyway, I'm going to hold my position. Case. Doing something that's not 4 Blaze in my second slot. And what's the shape of the reinforcement zone look like? It starts like here. This is like where the box starts. Let's eliminate everything nearby first. I have to deliver Lilina more fire tomes by air. I should also repair my warp. My warp's done the 1 use. I'll repair my warp this turn. That'll be something I can do. Damn, this chapter's easy. Get him, girl. Oh, there's actually a sage coming. Another unit has to do something? A unit who's not Lilina? That's crazy. Who would have thought? Wow, let's, found some fire tomes. Trade those to Zeiss. I think I'm going to keep standing still. Although I need to swap to him. How about this Sage? Oh look! It's an enemy! It's a scary enemy! He's coming for me! I'm so scared. Still wait for this area to clear out before we send anyone else. I do have a time limit, but if I avoid most of the reinforcement zones, the time limit shouldn't be a concern. Oh my god, he's coming! He's coming! He's so scary! Oh no! Alright, let's start taking out some of these longbows. Oh, I can't move on to that thicket. Let's stay still until these non-longbow guys are gone. Oh no, a Sage! Wait, that actually wasn't a one-shot. I just assumed that Durandal would one-shot because it has +5 strength and like so much might. But I just crit anyway. That's so funny. That's hilarious. Okay, we're gonna have room to maneuver here shortly, so let's remind myself where this reinforcement zone is. Starts underneath the forest, starts here. So I can go onto the forest, the closest I can go. First off, need some juice for Lilina. Go here, we're gonna chill. Make a journey to Lilina once we can get there. I also need to be careful about the bottom of the reinforcement zone. If I can't have Lilina go up too much, or she'd trigger it as well. Now longbows are super inaccurate, so it's probably okay to leave terrain now, and just take them out. This is as far north as I can go. I can't go any further north than this. We can take out these longbows. And this is as far south as I can go, is right here. So, kind of just hugging the edges of this magical reinforcement box, we're going to fly past it and deliver Lilina some new tomes. And we can make some progress in the map and start flying people over the reinforcement area, or past it. I can also have Lilina get into the center of the map. Because we'll need to be in the center for when we trigger Gale, because we're gonna... Gale Squadron's gonna spawn here. I'll need to clear my people out of the way so that we can spawn Camp Gale with this forest tile. Because we'll have to get everyone out of the way, let's start preparing for that. Let's be ready for our adventure. The Grand Odyssey, the Great Migration. How many turns do I have? It's turn 6. What's my limit? Is it 30? 30. That's a lot of turns. Let's try not to use 30 turns. Okay, so an attack from this tile, and that will not trigger any reinforcements. Now we can go here, and we can start trading items, because Lilina is so out of tomes right now, she is cooked. Okay. Has some new tomes. Cool. Now let's put people on the edge of the reinforcement range so that we can cross it. Good. I think the first thing I'll want to do is I'm going to use Zeiss to go to this lower area. Okay, it's above this mountain range. If we get this wyvern out of the way, I believe I can trigger Gale by going to these woods. And then, by going to those woods and leaving Lilina north, we can spawn Camp Gale Squadron and take them all out. then we can proceed. I think once Lina is taken out Gale, I'm actually going to want to move her to the south, because the reinforcement zone surrounding the boss triggers wyverns from, they're in a T shape. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, I think. And there's also more. They're from, let me go find them, by the secret shop area. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4 like here. So maybe I can't spawn camp them that effectively. There's no terrain down there. Would be a good way to do that. I have to fight them from further away. It looks like there's 2 forests that form a corner here and here that don't spawn any reinforcements. Maybe they could just fly from there and I could fight them from there and that would work. I don't see an issue with that. That seems fine. How far would they have to fly? Where are the tiles again? They're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they could hit her. That's fine. That's a good place to put her then. That's a good place to put her. This is the magical forest. So we have two forests we're aiming for. This is how we kill Gale Squadron, and then this forest is how we kill the waves of purple reinforcements. Calling them purple because the reinforcement map has that color coded as purple. And I'll have to spawn there for, I'll just be there for 3 turns because there's gonna be a lot of them spawning. Okay, I've made my plan for the rest of the chapter. Let's get cracking. Let's get to it. I can move Lina north by moving her here and then to here without triggering any reinforcements, so we're gonna do that. She needs to go north to deal with Gale. I can even dance her if I do that and save some time. In fact, I can move her lower if I'm dancing her. I can make it further. Can't actually get any meaningfully further because there's forests that are in the way. Okay, we need to get this guy out of the way so we can go trigger Gale. So, wait at the edge of the range. A bunch of these jokesters are gonna have to clear out because it looks like that northwestern spawn. Yeah, there's 2 western wyverns. I could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, hit. And if they have javelins or they're wyvern lords, it's really bad. So this bulky column of people does have to make some more room so that Gale's wyverns go for Lina instead. Well, all of them go for her. Let's say there's one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ugh. It's one off if it doesn't have a javelin or a or if it's not a wyvern lord. Is Gale's squadron wyvern lords or regular ones? They're regular dragon riders. Do they have javelins? We gotta check an FE builder. Let's see. Unit placer. Now I need to find Gale's squadron real quick and hope if the realm opened up. Give me a second. I think I found them. They have mixed weapons. There's a Horse Slayer one on the top left that will not be able to reach Lina because he'll be 1 tile off, which means he might move somewhere unpredictable. Knowing that there's a Horse Slayer unpredictable wyvern, I may commit a single unit back to bait out that one, assuming that Gale can't also hit that unit. Because Gale has 1 more movement. If he has a javelin, then that's bad. It means that he wouldn't be able to hit that at the same tile. Gale has a spear. God damn it. Okay. Then we're going to need to not have anyone in range of that guy. Upper left one, you are a pain in the neck. So if Horse Slayer guy's right here, and Gale's here, then Gale will be able to attack. I'm gonna leave 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 hit. I'm gonna leave a green right here, so if the Horse Slayer guy decides to fly to the left instead of at me, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 hit, then we'll just be able to shoot him down on the next turn. So they won't be able to threaten this squadron. And the rest of them should go for Lilina. Okay. Next thing we do is bait out this Wyvern. And then, on the turn after, once he's gone, we'll spawn Gale. And just in case something weird happens for green, we're going to leave Lance up here, in case we need some sort of emergency. Elephant can be vaguely nearby as well. Okay, now where's the magic tile to spawn Gale? It's this woods. Is this woods in danger of anything? Certainly not. It seems that the coast is completely clear. Magic tile. Magic tile. Alright, come at me and do not hit Lilina. Or hit anyone else, please. Be polite. Very polite. Let's count tiles again to make sure we're safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay. Gale might be pretty accurate with a spear, so it's possible Lilina gets hit, but it should be pretty unlikely. See what happens. There he is! %2 hit rate. Oh, I don't 1 round. Wow, I should have used Air Caliber. That's crazy. This is the an enemy surviving Lilina's Fire Tome is so unheard of. What are his stats? He's a maniac. Okay, the green strategy was successful. That's insane! Someone can survive Lilina's Fire? Without a throne? Let's give Gale props for being like the strongest enemy of all time for surviving combat with Lilina. Without a terrain bonus. Oh, now I can talk to him. Yeah, if I was playing Project Ember. Oh, hey, look, a green gets to be a character. Does it even matter what way you use? No, it doesn't. We're just weak. Look, it's a green. He's a character. I'm gonna turn animations back off. The green's still a character. Look, she'll shoot another one down. She's not even a bad oh. Great bow? Not guaranteed. Killer bow? Not guaranteed. You don't have a silver bow. A green, you're no longer a character. You have to take a risk, so I don't care about you anymore. My apologies. You were a character until you weren't. Did they have conversations with him? I think you can't recruit him or anything, but I think you can talk to him, but it just doesn't do anything. Yeah, let me check. I'm opening FE build. Yeah, I'm checking the ROM. They have conversations. What do they say? They talk about how this is the end for them, and that they're, you know, they're loyal. They want to meet again in a more peaceful time. Of course, Gale just dies. Very tragic. Of course, Gale could just, you know, not kill you, I guess, whatever. Anyway. His ass is dead. Boink. What turn is it? 11. What's the next thing we want to do? We want to work our way to the purple reinforcement zone and trigger that. So we want to bring Lilina down south, because Lilina has to stand on. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have her hang out here on this forest, and then the purple ones flying up will come fight her, and then the ones from here will come left and hopefully fight her. Hopefully being the key word. It might not actually go down. We might need a second Wyvern killer. How about Lance? Lance Finax on the forest could be our secondary Wyvern killer. We can leave him in front of the village area. Let's go check to make sure that they all have lances before we commit to that. Random axe reavers could cause us complications. It looks like they use Steel Lance, Silver Lance, Steel Lance, Silver Lance. There's a Wyvern with Silver Lance, so he's gonna be pretty accurate. He'll be scary, but Lance in the Forest with a weapon triangle advantage is gonna be more than fine. So Shauna, let go of Roy. You need to go on a little journey and bring Lance to where Lena currently is. Well, we have to have Zeiss, we'll funnel Lena itself. What's even in this village? I forgot. Is it a Knight's Crest? World's most useless Knight's Crest. What are you doing? This guy thinks he's part of the team. What's with all these late game Knight's Crests anyway? Because there's Knight's Crest there, right? There's another one. How are you intended to use all of these? The game's almost over. And, you know, there's another one in the Zephiel chapter. Why are the Knight's Crests so backloaded? What's the intended use case? I don't understand. Sell it for another boot. So true! Oh my god. I'll have, I'll trade it to Zeiss, as I take out this archer. I'll sell it for another boots, that'll be fun. There's Lance. Get Lance. Lance is coming. Lance is coming to play. He has wyverns to kill. That'll come back, so Shauna can get Roy. Yeah, I know what this guy thought he was cooking, but he's dead. Give me that Knight's Crest. Oh, it's gone. It's on Merlinus. Merlinus. I want a Knight's Crest. I can stand. This is the closest I can stand. I sell this. It'll be fun. Take your Lance Cruiser back. I'm gonna go pointlessly just go grab this Knight's Crest and dance Zeiss and bring him back so we can carry Lena to the south. It'll be funny. Oh, there's shops up here. I forgot. It's too late. We've committed to the meme. You're smarter than me. I forgot that existed. So Lance in the Forest is gonna have like 80 avoid of axes and then 90 into lances if we use like the killer axe. That's pretty good. Okay, Shauna, you go back, you're gonna go pick up Roy. Your job is to carry Roy. Zeiss, you're getting the wrong person. You're taking this for funny reasons. You're getting danced and you're going back. You have to go carry Lena. I think at this point my main fear is Lance eating like a 4% hit from like a Wyvern Lord. Can't even bait this guy out right now. I guess I'm not gonna bother. Although, I can put Lena on this peak, actually. The peak isn't inside the purple reinforcement zone. I can get this Manakite out of the way. That's nice. And then I can spawn the wave of wyverns. Or I could, what's your accuracy? He's too accurate. I don't even want to do that. I'll player phase him later. I'm gonna ignore this guy. But can I spawn the, the reinforcements around the boss without taking out this guy first. I might have to player phase him. That's fine. I can just player phase him. Let's drop Alina then to a place where we can player phase this guy. We'll just walk over, tap, and that'll spawn reinforcements. Second reinforcement group, go! Yeah, we still one round these guys with a fire tome. So I'm thinking that, like, late game, Melina, with Air Caliber, should be able to one round all the Manicheets in the Ultimate Chapter, like, before you're done. Because they're just going to be around this level of strength. They're around, like, they're even weaker, they're like level 9, and the ones on the thrones are level 13, so I can use the 4 Blaze on the ones on the thrones. But the rest of the Manicheets are going to be this strong or weaker, for the most part, so I don't need 4 Blaze to kill all the late game Manicheets. Boink. Boink. Okay, a bunch more guys are gonna spawn. I'm gonna grab Lena so I can just drop her on the correct tile and then fly away. Okay, this just spawned like 8 Wyverns? Oh, they didn't spawn because I didn't end my turn on the... Yeah, you have to actually end your turn on them. That's crazy. I guess I wasted a turn, and I don't have infinite turns left. I'd be concerned. I made a mistake. I also need to bring someone to, like, take care of those, boltings, don't I? Let me, bring Faye over. Dancer. I have boltings to take care of. I have to take stuff seriously, huh? I can't bring Faye over until those reinforcements are gone. They only spawn for a few turns, so I'll wait. Once they're, like, cleared out. I guess I could be behind Lance. How close can I get? This tile is not in the reinforcement zone, let's go here. If I'm too close to Lance, then any enemy I don't kill might become a liability. And, let's just move up. Let's just move up. All reinforcements. Here they are. Alright, Lance, you got your work cut out for you. Lena has a relatively easy job over here. And Zeiss has the job of running away. Directly behind Melina is safe. He's got a 94 accuracy into Lance's, yeah, they have a 4% hit rate on Lance. This is of extremely mild annoyance, but otherwise not particularly threatening. They all use melee weapons, so I'm just gonna have this Killer Axe out as my main weapon. Start taking them out. One didn't reach. That's annoying. Get this guy out for me so I can reposition. Okay, perfect. Easy game. Hey, 1 accuracy. Or one avoid, I mean. Place has to get out of the way by 1 tile. Marcus can start bringing Faye a bit closer. Oh, I can start bringing Roy. We don't have infinite time. We have 10 more turns. Let's hammer the warp. Oh, you're Yoder. I forgot you were here. He just kind of spawned. He has this thing too. I can't use it. It's great, but I don't have a bow rank. If for some reason something truly wacky and unexpected happens and I need a warp to finish the chapter faster, I'm just gonna bring Nime over. This is still outside the reinforcement tile. Let's be very, very meticulous about counting those. Do not want to trigger unexpected extras at this point. I'm not prepared to deal with that. But this is safe. Oh, someone nearly killed Yoder. That's funny. Okay, they're en route. I thought there would be more reinforcements on this turn. I thought they were supposed to be like spawned on consecutive turns. Is the documentation on FE1 wrong? Is that only a hard mode thing? Because what was supposed to happen is once I hit the area around the boss, we were going to get those T-shaped formations of reinforcements for 3 turns in a row. Was it just one wave? Are we done? Are there no more? I can check the event in the ROM and see if that's how it works. Yeah, I can't tell. It's just checking a whole bunch of conditional flags. I don't know what those flags are. I was expecting more reinforcements. Do I have to enter the zone again for there to be more of them? What's going on here? Because it didn't spawn anymore. Will more spawn if I go back here? Are they going to appear again? Not go too far so I can get back onto the forest. I could bolting something as a joke. Yeah, let's see if they spawn again now. Because there's nothing here. Ooh, that killer lance is a little accurate. That's a shame. Need the hand axe in order to take out everything consistently. Yeah, so I did level Soul. The method for getting him trained up was that I couldn't use a healing staff very much. I could use it only when I leveled up people or promoted them. So I used Barrier a lot, because you get 2 Barrier staves if you go to the correct side of the Western Isles. I also used the Torch. So between healing, 2 Barriers, and the Torch, I got him to B rank, and then I promoted him and he got to A rank, and he was able to warp. Then I used Soul to warp skip 14x and 16x. And then I used Nime to warp skip 20x, because she has higher stats. Okay, so are there going to be any more reinforcements now that I'm back into that reinforcement area? Do we have a repeat? Okay, so you have to be actively standing within the zone for all 3 turns. So this happens up to 3 times, but you have to be actively standing in it. That slows down the chapter. I thought that they would just come 3 turns in a row and I wouldn't have to do anything complicated. I have my 30 turn limit. I've slowed down how many turns it's taking me to win, so I might use a warp to win faster. Either way, let's get back onto this forest. Plans to get break his hand axe, then switch to killer axe. I mostly want this one javelin one to be dead. Although I could lower risk by switching to the killer axe now, to finish off one of these guys that can actually hit me. That very, very slightly lowers the chance I get hit. And when the killer axe breaks, I'll switch the javelin, the hand axe. You guys get to me? No. If I need to warp, I'll warp. Was. What I'm probably gonna do then is I wanted to transport Faye here and have her waste out this guy's bolting uses. Because Lena doesn't have enough res, even with a barrier to tank this. But I think I'm changing my strategy. I think I'm going to warp the Lena to just kill him at close range. And not have to deal with the bolting, so I can save time. Because I have to do this in under 30 turns, and I've used a lot playing slowly. I have to do something to speed up, and that will work to speed up. If I'm gonna warp the Lena, then I need to get Nime, so I'll just have Zeiss can carry Nime. Someone has to... Maybe Marcus could carry Nime then. Zeiss has to be the one to go to the secret shop, and Shauna's carrying Roy. I could give Roy to Marcus. I've determined that I don't want Faye anymore, because I'm not going to tank that bolting, it takes too long. So I'm going to give Roy to Marcus, and Shauna can carry Nime. That'll be my way of doing this, I guess. Oh, hit me. Alrighty, nice. Good job, Lance. Okay, let's go trigger the last wave of these reinforcements. We're on turn 23. One more wave. I'll switch to Air Caliber or my other fire, I guess. These guys still can't get to me. Anime. Final wave. Final reinforcements we have to deal with for the entire chapter. Take them out. So we're probably gonna have Nime warp both Lelina and Roy to help finish this chapter. Now let's start making the trek over to the secret shop. We need to buy a lot of boots and such. Nothing can reach me from there. I want to make sure all these guys are cleared out. I won't do it with the hand axe. My killer axe is going to break. I'm just going to switch to Armads. I'm not going to use it this is probably the only time I'm ever going to use Armads, so let's go ahead and give Lance a glorious moment of using Armads to obliterate these people. Meanwhile, Lelina's fine with just a fire tome. Now you want to get Nime as close as we can. How close can we get her? We could be 3 tiles behind Lelina. Okay. Then we can drop her next turn. We also want to get Roy as close as we can. Means we can go... We can go pretty far, actually. The side of that forest is safe. Okay, let's wipe out this last string of reinforcement. I forgot about this guy. My camera was scrolled off. My camera was scrolled off of him. See, look. My camera showed me all of the wyverns, and then it was 1 tile off. Because even when I moved my cursor to the right, look how far you need to move your cursor to make the camera scroll. This map is so big, the camera hid this guy. Oh my god, I've lost. Marcus has terrible avoid. I have to redo everything, unless he gets extremely lucky. I don't have a way to... Damn it! Damn it, the camera! Ah! Fuck! Oh, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Oh... God damn it, I've been in this chapter for like 45 minutes. The camera hit this enemy. God damn it! Ah! No, I didn't have a rescue staff available. No one could get there. Nime is a staff user, but she was being held by Shauna at the time. Okay. That's frustrating. On the plus side, I have at least made my strategy for the chapter. I know how I want to approach it, and I know that I can do it quickly enough. But that was a really frustrating hit. I only ever stream 2 or 3 hours typically. I'm not going to redo it now. I'll redo it tomorrow when I'm feeling slightly less annoyed. And we'll probably just do it the same way, and it seems pretty consistent. I'll load up Lance with more axes this time, so his axes don't break. I'll give him like 2 killer axes, and we can very slightly improve our strategy. But otherwise, I'm just going to end stream for now. Thank you for keeping me company. We're getting really close to the end game, and the end game is going to be super exciting because we're going to buy a bazillion boots. We're going to use them all, and we're going to absolutely blitz through the Zephiel chapter and everything past that. Probably warp skipping 21x as well. But yeah, that's it for now. See ya. Thank you for watching. Cheers.